ಹಾಯ್ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಚಾನಲ್ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಕನ್ನಡತಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಕರಿ ಎರಡೂ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.
See, all vegetables have natural water in it. Right. And then egg has not natural water. So you just wash the unit, wash the vegetable, it should be dripping wet, and just put it on the sink till it gets cooked. And like this is the temperature. So it starts from 0, it goes to 98. And this is the only cookware in the whole world where when you keep it on gas also you can see the temperature. Usually you can calculate the temperature when it's in a microwave. At what temperature your food is getting cooked. But this when you keep it on a gas or an induction, you can monitor the temperature.
Yeah, I was about to ask the next thing. So we can make a cake also in this.
You can do anything in this. You can bake cake, you can make biscuits, you can make pizza, everything you can do. So it starts from 0, it goes to 98. See why 98? When it crosses 98, then it will go to the boiling point. So when it goes to the boiling point, the nutrients are lost. So now I will show you vegetables, okay? Let's just wash this a bit. Put potatoes, sweet potatoes and carrots. Okay. All 3 different types. So any vegetables you can put. It gets cooked in the same fat. This is also what? Actually, this is also on high flame. So much more. Just keep this enough.
This you're saying to keep it in low because the heating will happen so fast that you don't need to keep it on high?
Yes. And this we call it as an awaker. This when you fix it on this, you can see here, this is the roasting window we call.
Okay.
When you fix it on this, you get all that, you can just have it here. Yeah. See when you press this, it starts. Press this, roasting window.
Oh.
So when it comes to roasting window, anything which you want to give tadka, just leave the empty vessel still here and directly you can put oil and give tadka. You can switch it off. It will be very hot. So next when you press this, you can see here 60 degrees. This is for any fry, like your rava and all you want to fry. So you want to deep fry.
Yeah.
So empty vessel it keeps 60 degrees. It will become hot. Then you can pour oil and deep fry. Then it is rava. Then when it is 60 degrees, switch off. Then put rava and toss it. Okay. Then next you can see is this carrot into here. Here the cooking starts. Okay. Any vegetable that will get cooked in the carrot window. So by default it will start from 10 minutes, but 4 minutes is sufficient. Okay, and this you can pair it with your mobile also. App. Now for the customers it is free. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you have to register with your email ID. Subscription is free. So now this is, you have all the recipes here. No power. Vegan, vegetarian, meat, fish, everything is here. See, vegetarian you want to go, you can select the recipe. So when you select the cupcakes, what all you need, ingredients, everything is given detail. Our timings and how to cook and everything. So now we are doing the cooking mode. When you go to cooking mode, this will get paired.
Oh. And then once it's done, you get
When it comes to the carrot window, it will give a beep sound. Then after 4 minutes, alarm sound will come. Grade stainless steel, which is equivalent to surgical steel. So in this, anything sour or anything you cook, immediately normally wash and you can even boil milk. So milk will not be. And the same way you can set curds also in this. So night if you overset curds, curds will not turn sour. It will be sweet if you leave it outside also. See, it's summer. Usually after you set the curd, you put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
But this you can just leave it out like this. You don't turn sour. And if you're, imagine by some means you're cooking a meal very soon, in the summer season especially, by evening you don't again reheat it, the sambar or whatever you cooked, it will get spoiled.
Yeah.
But this that will not happen. Because this is a non-porous steel. Usually in your normal cookware what happens, you've got a small porous in it. Your aluminum or Indian or non-stick, which is not visible to your normal eyes. So what happens when it heats, the pores open and all the cooking part what you have done is gone into the pores. When it cools back, again it closes. The next time, when you again reheat it, the pores open up. So whatever is there yesterday's get mixed up with today's pore. One example is aluminium. You must take a new vessel. After 4-5 years, you weigh the vessel, the weight comes down. It becomes little cake. And you will see black dots in it. You must have, those are the pores. And when the weight comes down, it is not because of just washing. Little part of aluminum gets to the food into our body also. Aluminum is the worst metal. It destroys the brain cells. It causes Alzheimer, it causes cancer. Now every 1 lakh person is suffering from, 1% is suffering from cancer. It is becoming so common. We have many doctors who recommend aluminum for cancer patients. Because they are advised to either eat in steel, because they can't do all cooking in steel. Because by then you cook, it gets stuck. Or iron. Iron also very little, because too much of iron is also not good. So this is the best cookware in the whole world. And now when it comes to non-stick, you know, is what is Teflon coated, which is very bad for health. But then we cook in non-stick way, it is very easy for us. It doesn't stick. We want anything which we can be done easily. We are not bothered about our health. We want everything to do in a very fast. Okay? Later on, we'll see. When we grow old, we know when we grow old, we are going to get this. We ourselves are prepared for it. So non-stick, actually, one small scratch also you should discard it. But what we do, we make dosa. When dosa doesn't come up, we keep that for chapati, we get a new one for dosa. Almost everyone does the same thing. Even with kadai. So when we don't get the sabji out, we just keep it for seasoning.
Correct,
We don't feel like we do the maximum utilize of it. But they both are very bad for health. See, it is showing here minus. Minus. It is asking to decrease the heat. But this, you're cooking it on a gas. So any one button you can press. The beep sound will stop. So we can't again decrease the heat. Because this is designed according to the hot plate. There in German system, in hot plate, again you can decrease the heat. So here any one button you can press, that will do. Now the cooking will start for 4 minutes.
4 minutes again.
Also, then you heat the vessel first and then it cooks.
Yes.
First it is heating the vessel, then it's on the heat it cooks.
Yeah, on the heat it cooks. So even non-stick is very bad for health. So now you make bhaji, bonda, puris and daily we like to eat daily, every day. But then we are scared of oil. Because there is a lot of consumption of oil. So how do you know your oil is hot? When you keep this on the gas with some oil, you pour some oil, and you get smoke coming out of it, you know the oil is hot. Okay, then you start frying, deep fry. After frying, you have noticed the color of the oil? What happens?
It changes.
Oil becomes thick, reduces, color also changes. So doctor says once there is smoke in the oil, you are not supposed to reuse it. Do we all throw? Some people throw. Some people throw, they eat once in a year. Because they have to throw that oil.
Correct,
So what we do, we put it in a cup, we use for our seasoning, dosa, chapati, then we use the fresh oil. Even that 1 spoon of oil is cholesterol. Because when smoke comes from the oil, the oil becomes toxic. Here what happens, there is no smoke coming from the oil. When you pour the oil, the same consistency remains. Oil doesn't become thick, color will not change, absorption is very less. Very less. Now, you may be wondering why there is no smoke. Because from sides it starts cooling. The base there is 100% heat. When it comes on at top, it comes to 20%. So when there is heat, this one is there, regulation is there. From high to low, there is no smoke coming out of it. So you can reuse the oil 5 to 6. There is no harm in reusing the oil. So you can reuse the oil. Now, when you have some guests at home, you tend to add little oil more and cook. Because for us, oil gives taste. Exactly. When guests are coming up, when guests are particularly oil, we add because we think that it gives us taste. Have you ever tasted oil?
I have tasted oil.
It has no taste,
but we think when guests come, we add more oil, thinking it will give us taste. But actually, oil doesn't give any taste. It is the ingredients what we put gives taste. Why we add oil is to save our vessel and the food. If you imagine in your normal vessel you are doing without oil, the vessel also will get spoiled, the food also will get burned. With oil just acts as a mediator. Without oil, here in AMC, without oil you can cook anything with zero oil. But now you are in young age, you need some oil, like little fat for your kids and all. So we advise you to use, instead of oil, 1 or 2 spoons of ghee. So when you are using 8-10 spoons of oil, to make a biryani, just 1.5 spoon of ghee is sufficient. Because see, in vegetables that has got a natural oil in it, like vegetable oil. Then all the other items have got oil in it, like the dal and everything has got a hidden oil in it. Dal oil and mustard has got oil. So that is more than enough. When it comes to non-veg, non-veg.
Yeah.
When it comes to non-veg, it is not enough and enough.
Oh, again,
Zero.
Yeah.
Now it is done. So I press the center one. I switch it off. Okay. Just leave it.
That is just an additional feature.
Yeah, this you can add
Add that.
This is an additional thing. This doesn't come with sets. Only few sets. This comes as free.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can buy this. Okay. Now we order to this off. So I was talking about non-veg.
Non-veg.
Non-veg has got more fat in it.
Yeah.
Actually, non-veg there is no need to add fat. The fat when we add to it, the oil and the fat of the non-veg, together it will take 72 hours for you to digest. So for 72 hours we don't stop.
Right.
After 5 hours again we go back and eat the same thing what we have prepared.
Yeah.
So that accumulates fat in our body. Because the natural fat what is there in the chicken and mutton, that will get digested easily. But the extra fat what we are adding and when they mix up, it takes time to digest. So it's not needed. Here no, you can do kebab also with zero oil. See, you have to just grease it. That oil remains there only. And just place the marinated kebab pieces. Close it like half like this on sim. Because when it comes to 98, switch it off. Just leave for 2 minutes, toss it. Then don't cover it. It will be soft and crispy. Or if you are doing it with oil, when you are deep frying it also, 1 glass of oil, you get back 1 glass of oil. Hardly 1 spoon will be outside. Because the fat, it gets cooked in the same fat. So when you're doing
This is like an air fryer also. What is now going on?
Yeah, exactly. The next mode of cooking will be aluminium, non-stick you cook, then microwave. Microwave is very bad for health because it cooks in radiation.
Correct.
If there is only a metal, that will avoid radiation. Usually microwaves, earlier time we've seen it only in bakeries.
Yeah.
Starting. It used to be kept on top. So we ask anything, just remove it and they give it to you. They heat it and remove it and give it. But now our lifestyle has changed so much, you can't even lift a hand. We have got it to our shelf less.
Yeah.
And when you heat it in microwave, immediately you open it. Once the beep sound comes, you immediately open it and you put your hand inside. There's so much of radiation there. And this laptop, this one, tabletop, this one, when you keep your microwave, it affects your stomach. So ladies especially are in the kitchen, which affects the uterus. We have cyst formation. We have so many problems with the uterus. That and all, microwave is also one of the causes of radiation. And food cooked in microwave, when you have continuously there, your body becomes anemic. Because it gets cooked in the radiation. Because it's a reverse cooking process. See, all things when you naturally cook, the outer part is cooked, then the inner part is cooked. But when you cook in microwave, the inner part is first cooked, then the outer part. So it's a reverse point of cooking in microwave. So your body also, the whole cells what are there in the vegetables, they get deformed. So because it's a reverse type of cooking. And microwave cooking is like when you cook rice and when you reheat rice and all, it becomes hard. Usually it becomes hard. Okay. So what they keep, usually they keep a glass of water and then they keep the moisture to mix up. Or when you want to reheat in a cooker, then you sprinkle some water and put it in. Again it becomes soggy. But in this, if you're doing any pulao or something, you can just put this like how I heated the vegetables, reheat it. That's it. It becomes soft, fresh as after it was cooked in the morning. The freshness of the food remains. You just keep it in this closed, the freshness of the food remains. Now we are all used to cooking in cookers. Most of our cookings are done in cooker. When you want to serve this on your dining table, you can use this lid as a coaster. You will not see. Okay, and nothing happens to this auditor because there is a rubber thing which is protecting it. And this is all dishwash safe.
Okay.
The whole is all this and that. This we call, this will replace your cooker.
Okay.
This is called a secure. This is secure and quick. This is got secure. How it has got 4 safety words. 1, 2. You can dismantle this. Okay. 3 and 4. So you can open this. Weekly once you can wash it. You can open and wash it. Like cooker, no, this doesn't become dirty. Usually your cooker lid, everything becomes
Yeah.
dirty, no?
Then what about the rubber inside? That's replacing normal.
Yeah, it comes for 3 to 4 years, this gasket.
And then you buy it from here or you?
Yeah, you have to buy it from. This is a gasket, no?
Yeah. 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. And usually in your gas, the soup cooker, you place the gasket like this, but here you place in the opposite.
Okay.
This opening should be outside.
Okay.